everyone, it is Kelsey. This is Essentially Booked, and thank you for stopping by another day of Vlogmas. And today I'm going to talk about the books I've missed this year that I wish I have read or have been on my radar and I just haven't gotten to. There's plenty always. I even have books from 2024 that I need to get to. God of the Woods, The Husbands. Just looking at those. I think I've got about 8 books maybe to talk about that I have missed this year. I don't know if I will get to them by the end of the year because there's not very many days left in the end of the year. Maybe I'll sneak one in. The very first one is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've actually started this and then I had it on audio, and I've figured out that like for a book to be 5 stars, audio is not the best way for me to consume this, although I did give Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid a 5-star. So I don't know. I need to pick it back up. I'll probably start from the beginning, but I know it will wreck me. Like Taylor Jenkins Reid is usually always a hit for me. And I think the only one that wasn't was Malibu Rising. So that's number 1. And then number 2, The Night and the Moth, I think, by Rachel Gillig is the other fantasy novel that I've missed. I have it on audio, so I could try that as well. But that, and then I guess one more is Firebound by Stacia Clark, maybe? I'll put it here. So those are the 3 that I have audiobooks, I guess, that I've started or have but haven't prioritized. And so that's a book that those are books I hope I get to. Another book is My Friends by Frederick Bachman. I love Bachman. I know little about it because I don't really want to be spoiled. Right now I'm actually reading Beartown as a reread, and I love this author so much. He's so good at capturing the human experience. And for his work to be translated, he's so good. So I have those 4 to start. And then I own a few because remember I did cancel Book of the Month this year, not before I picked up a bunch of books I haven't read yet. So Silver Elite by Dani Francis is a book I've definitely missed. It's a big hype book, Fourth Wing-esque. There was a lot of controversy when it was published because people didn't know who the author was, and I still don't think we know who the author is, but I just need to sit down and read this. I think I'll enjoy it. Sometimes just romantasy is exactly what I need. And then I have this one, which is Oh Sinners by Nicole Cuffey. It's a recommendation from Dog-Eared Books from when they did the indie press list for currently reading, and I just frankly haven't gotten to it. It's a young journalist reeling from loss investigates a mysterious cult in the California redwoods, only to be drawn in by its charismatic leader in this addictive novel that asks why people give up control and what it takes ultimately to find one's place in the world. So it's a cult book. The owners at Dog-Eared Books really read close to me. I really like quirky books with a lot of depth, sometimes maybe a little dark, some dark humor, literary, funny. They just are good at finding books that have just a tint of weird to it, but it's still very realistic. So I think this might be something like that I would enjoy. So Oh Sinners, Nicole Cuffey. And then the book of the year, if there's one that I finished by the end of the year, it would probably be this one because I have started it. Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. I loved her book Migrations. And she does cli-fi, so climate fiction, in a way that a lot of people don't. It's slightly apocalyptic because climate change is apocalyptic. And she manages to write like these incredible settings with human experience and human emotions so well. So I have a feeling I will love this. I just need to sit down and get lost into it. Right now I'm reading Beartown, which is dark in its own way. And I've heard this is kind of dark because her other book is dark. So I just need to once I finish Beartown, this might be the next one, but it could be dark and it might not be one I want to transition to. So I need to think that out. We'll see. A book that definitely missed, and I just actually got it using up some Book of the Month credits before I fully canceled my membership. And it is Buckeye by Patrick Ryan. This is a book that takes place over multiple wars. So I think it starts in World War II. And it's about 2 different families, possibly with similar, I don't know. No, not similar plots, but think of Ask Again Yes. If you liked Ask Again Yes and how it looks at family over time, I think this is similar in that regard. But it's about 2 families. Something happens that connects these 2 families, and then it's how that impacts the families over time. Those tend to always work for me, looking at a family over time. Ask Again Yes was one of my favorite books of 2022 or 2023. And so I think this one has a high 5-star potential. And then The Names by Florence Knapp is another one that I think similar to Buckeye, where it looks at people over time. This looks at a family, but it deals with names and how a name can impact who you are and how you grow into who you are. It's like a clever twist. It kind of fits to like how I like looking at families over time, but this is looking at a person who has a different name, I think in 3 different timelines, and the people that surround that person. So I've heard really good things about this book. I also think it has 5-star potential. People that read closely to me have given it 5 stars. So The Names by Florence Knapp. And then finally, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I loved The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I think this is like a similar voice tone, not same concept, but I think this is about lesbian vampires, and I think that has just the potential for me to just blow me out of the water. I like how she's kind of gone historical fiction in her writing, and also I need to check, I don't want to misgender. Yeah, nope, she goes by she, her. So V.E. Schwab is definitely an author that has worked for me. I haven't really read much. I have one of her series, Darker Shade of Magic. I have the first one. Yeah, I think this one has the potential to be Addie LaRue level of a book that I love. So those are the like 10 or so books, maybe 10, I didn't count, that I missed this year and like have every intention of getting to, but like here's all my like, there's my TBRs, you know, very messy because of post-Christmas chaos, but like, yeah, they've got potential. I just have to sit down and read, right? All right, until the next video, everybody, bye.